Hi, this is Rene Godefroy. I'd like to start by asking you one simple question. Let's say you've never been to New York before, and a friend invites you to come spend the holidays or to attend an event in New York. Here's the question. Assuming you've never been to New York before, in fact, you have never been to the northern part of the United States before, would you wake up and get in your car by yourself or with your family and start driving to New York with nothing, right? No instructions. Would you do that? So what would you do? That's right. You would probably call your friend and ask him or her for directions, or you'd call friends who have been to New York and ask them for directions. Or better yet, you might go to Google Maps, to the internet, and find you directions, right? Now here's the point I'm trying to make in this video. How long have you been trying to get to New York? You're probably saying, oh, I don't have friends in New York. I've never tried to go to New York. I can understand. That's not what I mean. What I mean is, in your life, you've been trying to achieve something, some kind of success or place you want to be. So I'm going to assume in this video that you know what your New York is. If you know what your New York is, take time to find out. Basically, it's this way. Where will you be 5 years from now? How do you want to live your life? What kind of lifestyle you want? Do you want to make $1 million a year? Do you want to maybe just retire early and go to a village in Africa or Haiti, where I'm from, and start educating needy children and start taking care and help the kids down there? Whatever it is for you, maybe it is just to travel the country and visit exotic places 5 years from now where you don't have to think about work. I don't know what it is. Maybe you want to be the CEO of the company you work for, the president of the company you work for. Maybe you want to take your business to the next level. I don't know what the next level is for you. You judge that, you determine what it is. All I'm trying to say is, once you know where your New York is, now the problem is most people know where New York is for them, but they don't know how to get there. In the first scenario I give you, you will call your friends or somebody who's been to New York, you'll find a map, and guess what? When you get in your car to get to New York, you're not going to just get in your car vicariously and start driving. You're going to pay real close attention to your map or your navigator. You're going to listen to that person talking to you, the navigator, very intently. And you don't want to be distracted because you don't want to get lost. Am I right? Well, that's the way your New York should be for you when it comes to your success, when it comes to your relationships. You supposed to pay close attention, to focus on your New York until you get there. Make sure all the distractions are out of your way. But better yet, you suppose, yes, that's right, you are supposed to have a map, a plan. So many people for so many years have been trying to get to New York. They can't get there. They keep getting lost, going here, going there, finding the right opportunity here, and if it sounds good over here, they want to go there. Why? Because in the first place, they don't have a plan. They don't have a strategy. Now, how do you get directions to get to New York? Or how do you get directions to learn how to make $1 million a year? How do you get directions to learn how to be a CEO so that you can become the CEO of the company? Great question. Here's how. Again, you go to somebody who's been there, who has done it, and got the t-shirt to prove it. And you asked the person for directions. If you want to succeed in life, you need a mentor. You need a coach. You need somebody to guide you along the way. Here's the thing. Michael Jordan was probably the greatest basketball player who ever played the game. Well, that is according to me and some people. Maybe not to you. That's not the point. Michael Jordan was giving a speech before, and he said in the speech, I know people say I'm probably the greatest basketball player who ever played the game of basketball. But here's what I want everyone to understand clearly. I could never have been where I could have never achieved what I have achieved without a coach. And I know it, and he said, I know it consciously that I am never too good to have a coach. Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, and you've heard of him and how good he is at golf. You probably would be thinking like, maybe he doesn't need a coach anymore. Guess what? He has a coach. In fact, he has more than one coaches. He has several coaches coaching him. The President of the United States of America has several coaches coaching him. All presidents, in fact, everybody who are successful, they have people coaching them. Listen to this. You can either be successful by design or by default. Now, personally, I don't know anybody that has succeeded by default. Maybe there are some people, I'm not arguing that there are not people who succeeded by default, but the people I know are a big success because they designed their success. My challenge to you for 2010, as you are preparing to enter the next year, is to begin to look at your life and where you are and where you want to be. And ask yourself, do I have a map? Do I have a plan? If you don't, it is time to sit down and to design the life you want to live. Because you know what? The life you want to live is not going to happen on its own. It must be designed. Now, when people see me where I am, considering the fact that I came from a small village in Haiti, I was a sickly child, I was in poverty, and life was tough for me, and all the things that I've been through. Considering all the things that I've been through, I came to America with $5, 2 shirts, and 1 pair of pants. I didn't speak any English. Now, when people see me where I am, they assume that I must be lucky, or maybe by default, I happen to be where I am, traveling the United States of America, being an award-winning author, and living the American dream. What they don't understand is I had a plan. I designed where I am today. It is not by accident. It is not by default. Now check this out. You will be somewhere 5 years from now, whether you design it or whether you don't design it. The question is, will it be a place that you really want to be? I'll let you think about this question. So, your assignment is to find mentors, coaches, create a mastermind, surround yourself with people who have been to New York, your New York, and ask them for directions, okay? I look forward to seeing you in another video, and I'm wishing you a super, fantastic, a fabulous, awesome 2010. But you have to design it to make it happen. Take care.